Hello and welcome again to another hiking / photography adventure. We came to another area in a village in Rhodes called Malona, and we're walking through a dry river and try to relax, enjoy the day. It's sunny day, it's cold, but it's sunny. So we get the photography gear out, shot some photos. There are pretty flowers and maybe interesting things to photograph again. So stick around until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And well, we'll see what we can find here. Now, if you are into flower photography, there are some things that you have to pay attention so you can have great pictures. First of all, you have to open up your aperture so that the flower can be the point of interest. Opening up your aperture means that the background is out of focus, blurry, and you have to position yourself in such a way that you create an interesting background, meaning that it's either too dark and you bring a three-dimensional image with the photography as a foreground element, or maybe it's too light at the back. So you have to really, play around with the composition, and even though the background is out of focus with opening up your aperture, nevertheless it's an important element to the end result. Now, unless you have a macro lens, you have to zoom in and bring the flower close up. Maybe the color of the flower is important. Maybe there is a bee or something like that on the flower that makes the whole picture interesting. Maybe the lines of the flower create an interesting composition. So in either ways, flowers is a really, I would say, interesting and easy subject to photograph. So to go around and find flowers and play around with the aperture value is a good exercise, and it creates a very nice photo. We found some flowers here. I'll show you some photos of them, and so far I think it's the most interesting element in the route we follow. Maybe going forward we'll find some other interesting things to photograph, but then again we'll have to wait and see. Now, following along the river, well, the dry river, there's just a little bit of water. We reached to a point that I guess we're gonna start seeing a small canyon that goes between the mountains. Yeah, there's an interesting tree here with a very also interesting human structure. So you may say it's photographable. Check it out. Now, when you get to a place that there is moving water, like this small river, and there's just a little bit of water here, so it's a nice opportunity to find an somehow interesting composition with the top of the mountain there, this here that creates a V shape. We have this water here as a front element, and now all we have to do is well, close the aperture, go the other way. So what we have to do is give a little bit more time to record and have this shape, you know, of the water as it moves around. But in order to accomplish that, if we give it a little bit more time, we drop down the shutter speed, then everything is just blown away. So what we have to do is use some ND filters. I have a 10-stop ND on my camera, so it gives me the option to record, you know, at f7, f8, and maybe around 4 or 5 seconds. You have to pre-focus on the point, at the point that you know, you want to be in focus, and turn off your lens stabilizer, if it has one, and then put your camera on a timer, so by the time you press the shutter, this small shake that the camera has can you know, be eliminated. And of course, to do all this you need a tripod. Now I have my small Manfrotto tripod here, so I get a low on the water, I think on 24 millimeters. Since the sun comes this way, you know, you have to be careful to be not to be on the way, you know, the shadow not to be on the way. So you let it record, and then you enjoy the result. Today is not the perfect day to photograph flowers. So why is that? Because the sun is really hard and it hits the flowers, create deep shadows. We don't want that. The perfect day to photograph flowers is on a cloudy day, where you have a natural filter, you have a natural umbrella over the area, so there are no shadows, and it's really easy to photograph flowers. You don't have deep shadows, and everything is really flat. So this way you can bring up the color, the texture of the flower. Now, of course, we always challenge ourselves and we adapt on the conditions. So we photograph no matter what. We reach at the point where we go from the open area of the river to a more canyon-like area. So the light is not too much in this area, so we'll see what interesting photos we can take. The sound of the water is really soothing and relaxing, and small birds fly around, so yeah, sounds of nature, photography, hiking, small things that can make life interesting and basically make you enjoy life. So don't forget that. The most important thing is to go out, do something that you love, and of course make and take some photos so you can remember those incredible moments. Now this is some nice waterfall. We'll try again some shots here. I have about 3 or 4 seconds. I have my ND filter on and timer, stabilizer off, everything that I need. So all I have to do is just click and wait and see the result. The most important thing is to do your framing before you put your ND filter on, because after that everything becomes too dark and the camera may not be able to focus on the point that you want. So yeah, see what photo we get from this point too, and we continue going this small riverside and find some other interesting locations. I don't know. Great, so far so good. Even though we are in the shadow area, under, from a rock, there are some flowers, green background, and look what I was talking about. You see here, I don't know if it's clear, because the sun is hitting this direction, there is this small shadow area that covers the leaf. So if you cover this like that, you see, it's gone. See? Now, if you want this being a part of your photography, that's fine. If you don't, you can just zoom in and put something on top to cover the light. Now, another interesting thing is to notice these leaves, or clear a bit the foreground, because, the background, because there are elements that can distract from photography, and especially if it's a close-up photo, then yeah, it makes a difference. Also, if you notice, a little bit of windy, not too much, just a little bit. You see how the flower moves? Now, interesting, you can either wait until there's almost no wind at all, or you can do some ICM, meaning that you can deliberately have the leaf, the flower, move around, so you make an interesting photo of a moving flower. So yeah, try this one out too. For me, I'm gonna just try and see different shots and see what we get. Well, another walk in nature has come to an end. It's time to head back. It was, I think it was a nice walk. It was a nice hiking. I think we got some interesting pictures. something that is not the case all the time. As you see in the previous, as you saw probably on the previous video, the location was not very photogenic, but this location has interesting parts, and we photograph flowers, the riverside, some landscape photography, which of course are very difficult, and it's very interesting at the same time. So until next time, you go out, you live your life, and see you later.